Gentlemen, when it comes to the dating game, women can be like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Some will test you, some will be all over you, and some will just nag you nonstop. But fear not. The key to navigating these tricky waters is to stay grounded and hold your confident masculine frame. Because let's face it, confidence is what separates a high-value man from a low-value man. I mean, two guys could say the same thing, but if one says it with confidence and the other with hesitation, who do you think is going to get the girl? So, pay attention and take notes, because this video is all about mastering that unbreakable, confident masculine frame. Trust me, it's worth it. You will dominate not only in your dating life, but in all aspects of your life, business, sports, you name it. So, go forth and be the confident, high-value man you were meant to be. Number 1. Remember it's a game. Learn it and then dominate. You need to understand the game when it comes to females and the weapons in your arsenal. Females rely on their appearance and stance. Pretty ones don't need a game, to be honest. They just sit back, sipping on their martinis, and without putting much energy, they will have guys come up to them. In contrast, males rely on their skills, knowledge, and of course, power. If you have a well-toned body, you got your points on strength, but experience is something more significant. You must have seen a girl accompanied by a man almost a decade older than her. She'll tell you she likes him because of his experience and what he can do for her. This is what you call mastering your frame. Remember, with experience and strength comes responsibility, and if you don't like to take a responsibility, you're not a good fit for her. You may not be as adorable as you think, but you can have any woman if you tell her what she wants to hear. What makes most women tingle are the words, "I can do that." It's the most simple and obvious show of confidence. Women admire men with confidence. Why? Because they know what to do and how to do it, and that's considered manly. "I can do that" is a powerful and exciting phrase for females. If the man has the solution to her problem, that's the biggest turn on for a woman, and that can be anything from fixing household things to making her happy, fighting for her, and whatnot. Not just for women. If you're able to do anything, or at least make it seem as though you can do anything, you will see the respect men have for you go through the roof. Because remember, a man is a house for solutions. Having this ability to provide solutions can only happen once you have mastered yourself. Number 2. Don't waste your time looking on the past. Regrets will make you suffer, and this is something men learn very late in life, like when they're old and gray and realize they could have had more fun in their youth. Learn to avoid those bad feelings of rejection and move on, because let's face it, rejection is just part of the game. Early life is important to a certain extent, but when you reach adulthood in your 20s, that's when you should really start preparing yourself for the female game. Similarly, females in their early to mid-20s tend to play this game, and rightly so. It's the optimum point of their life when they have the best looks. They're full of desires and emotions, and they want to conquer the world's best. Upon reaching the late 20s, most of them marry, because let's be real, who wouldn't want to settle down with a guy who's experienced, successful, and knows what he's doing in life? It's the opposite for men. As they grow up, they learn, earn skills, and get experience. So if you're in your teenage, keep learning and increasing your knowledge and experience. Unlike women, a man's prime is based on 2 factors. Firstly, age, and secondly, how successful you are. On average, men become successful and experienced from mid-20s to late 30s. Your looks will increase tremendously because you start looking older and manlier. Your physique will be amazing, and your six-pack will be harder than the nipples of the girls when you come up with this kind of confidence. So, don't waste your time looking on the past. Just focus on being the best version of yourself, and you'll be sure to attract the right person. Number 3. Testing your partner. Girls love to play games. It's just in their nature. So, if you're scared of a little mate testing, then you might want to consider taking up crocheting or something, because your mindset is clearly feminine. If you're not famous, you can expect to be tested to some extent, But famous people don't get tested because women have already made up their minds to have sex with them or get their attention. Women know that testing these types of people will inevitably push them away. You can ask anyone who often gets the girl and they'll tell you that they often get mate tested by women. Some common tests include getting labeled as a player or being called too short. Women do these silly things to judge your reaction. Most women do this subconsciously without even realizing it, just to qualify their partner as the right candidate. And this is where you should strive to become the right candidate. If you take their words personally, that's it, she might change her mind and bid farewell. Once again, being in total control of your mindset is key here. Don't let anyone get inside your head. Most times, if you're not getting tested, you're not even on their radar unless you're a celebrity, a famous personality, or got the blue tick on Instagram. If a woman doesn't like you, she won't interview you and will probably tell other females to stay away from you. So when she tests you, then just give a sarcastic or funny answer to show her that you don't give a wet shit about it. Number 4, grooming is the key. Now, don't get too caught up in trying to look like those fashion models or Instagram influencers you see. The reality is, you don't need to be a supermodel to attract the opposite sex. And don't even try to use your height, or lack thereof, as an excuse. The first rule of mastering confidence is to not waste time on things you can't control. Instead, focus on your strengths and work on physical grooming and looks. When you're in your best shape, you'll have the confidence to tackle anything, including the ladies. So, if you've been weak throughout your childhood, it's time to hit the gym and start lifting. Not only will you look better, but you'll also avoid a lot of health issues. Just ask your overweight friend how much they suffer carrying all that weight. Trust me, you'll be grateful for not having to deal with that. And remember, every man is a 10 out of 10. It's just a matter of working on your weak points. Number 5, your dating life is like a domino effect. Who doesn't love a good game of dominoes? But in all seriousness, when you're a hot commodity among women, the gossiping and word of mouth can make you even more desirable to their friends. But don't get too caught up in the game and forget about your commitments to a partner, because being a high-value man means fighting the urge to chase momentary pleasure over maintaining your word. Number 6, embrace the abundance mindset. Don't get bogged down by rejection or dwelling on past relationships. A high-value man is never desperate, and by keeping a calm, confident, and masculine attitude, you'll attract even more options. And when your ex sees you having fun and living your best life, they may even come running back. But remember, the abundance mentality doesn't come naturally to men, but it's worth working on to feel more relaxed and in control of your dating life. More options means more opportunities for attraction, and who wouldn't want that? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to kiss the like button and hit subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Cheers!